Middle Township High School.
It's not just 4 years,
It's for life.
We are Middle Township.
We are Middle Township.
Race, gender, ethnicity, disability, sexual orientation, or religion shall not be tolerated. Could subject the violator to ejection and may result in penalties being assessed to your team. Everyone is requested to take personal responsibility for keeping this competition at a high level of good sportsmanship. Your referees tonight are Skip Hopping, Tim Meadows, and Percy Valentine. Right now, would everybody please rise, remove your hats, and remain quiet while Middle Township's Haley Delaney sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Cape May Courthouse for Cape Atlantic League basketball. Boys action for you tonight as the Middle Township Panthers get set to take on the St. Joseph Academy Wildcats. Meeting number 2 of the season between these teams. Middle winning the first one, 68-29, back on December 22nd. Mike Frankel on the call with you tonight. Nathan McMaster up here on our camera this evening. You'll hear from him in the second half tonight. Middle Township coming off a win just last night over Mastery of Camden. 65-32 was the final in that one. So quick turnaround here for Lamar Greer's squad. That win putting Middle at 7-5 overall. In fact, it was the first non-conference win of the season for the Panthers. Panthers undefeated in Cal play. Of course, this one, the Cape Atlantic League contest here tonight. St. Joseph, on the other hand, 5-9 coming in, and trying to bounce back from a loss against Mainland last time out. 62-47 was the final in that one. Starters being introduced for both teams. For head coach Paul Rodeo and the St. Joe Wildcats, it'll be Caden Banks, Zakai DeJesus, Chris Hill, CJ Mitchell, and Edwin Drummond, the starting 5 for the Wildcats. Again, Banks, DeJesus, Hill, Mitchell, and Drummond. Starting lineup being introduced for the hometown Panthers right now. Middle will line up like this. It'll be senior Chase Moore along with junior Jaleo Wakefield, junior Mason Morawski, junior Kanye Perkins, and senior Alex Daniel. Perkins, the high scorer last time out, last night in that win over Mastery, but it was a balanced attack for Middle Township, as it's been for much of the season. Morawski in double digits last night as well, along with Daniel. Middle Township in their home black uniforms. They'll be moving left to right in the first half here tonight. St. Joseph Academy in the road whites, and they'll be moving right to left on your screen. Middle of a busy stretch for middle, as they'll get Paul VI on Saturday. First things first, though, as they control the tap to begin play here tonight. Perkins gets a touch in the post, backs his man down, now picks up his dribble. Over to Moore, cut off. Daniel to Wakefield. Greer calls out the set from the bench. Wakefield goes to work. Around a high screen. Elbow, jumper is good. Wakefield just off of the elbow that time. He knocks down the J, and it's 2-0. Drummond with the touch up top. He's the high scorer for this St. Joe team. Dribble handoff here to Chris Hill. Here comes the double from the Panthers. Hill over to Drummond. Nice look down low. And the answer, courtesy of Caden Banks. Into the corner now for Moore. Daniel, jab step, puts the dribble down. Finds Morowski in the corner. Now they swing it around the arc. Wakefield thought about a three, drives, kicks it out. Moore from downtown, back iron, no good. Long rebound comes out to DeJesus. Middle matching up man-to-man to begin the night. Drummond backs it out for the Wildcats. Banks gets a touch, explores in the paint, then kicks it out. DeJesus thought about a three. Drummond from downtown, and he hits. So the Wildcats take the lead, 5-2, just about 2 minutes in here in Courthouse. Swing it, Wakefield. Tried to kick, taken away. Steal by Hill. Hill will slow it down, didn't have the numbers that time. Banks again working against Daniel. Gives it off to Hill. Banks had it go through his hands. He's able to gather it though. Dribble handoff to Mitchell. Your CJ Mitchell picks up his dribble, top of the key. Patient possession here from the Wildcats. Banks drives, poked away. Wakefield comes up with the steal. Long pass ahead. Morowski had to leap to grab it, had it knocked away. Finds Wakefield. He'll try the triple. Won't go. Battle for the board. Moore tied up on the way up. Jump ball. Possession arrow to the Wildcats. Here's Hill. Gets it across the timeline. More than 3 minutes gone by. St. Joe on top, 5-2, and a travel up top. So the Wildcats turn it over. Middle Township possession. Again, the Panthers coming off a victory last night over Mastery of Camden, 65-32. They'll play again in 2 days' time against one of the top teams in South Jersey, Paul VI. Daniel, corner three. Morowski likes that spot. Didn't go that time. Rebound, offensive rebound from Perkins, then had it stripped away on his way back up. Here come the Wildcats. Dribble off with a foot there and another turnover. It'll go back over to middle. Wakefield, the blow by. Still going strong, rejected as he went up to the rim. Drummond with the block there. Panthers having a little bit of trouble scoring early. Got that quick two, nothing since. Still stuck on 2 points with 4:20 remaining here in the first. Morowski catches, thought about a deep three, now drives. Cut off along the baseline, floats a pass out to Daniel. Wakefield, guarded here by Hill. Gets it over to Moore. Daniel Three on the way from the corner. That one won't go. Morawski crashing for the rebound. And they'll say it'll stay here. Last touched by St. Joe. Moore gets it into Daniel. Nice look down low to Chase Moore off of the curl action. Good set play, baseline out of bounds. And Moore is in the scorebook. It's a 1-point game. Here's Drummond. Dribble handoff. Banks, nowhere to go. Now he finds some space. Almost traveled there. Hill trying to calm things down here for St. Joe. 3:30 remaining in the first. Guarded closely by Moore. Here's DeJesus. Right back to Hill. Comes the double. Mitchell drives. Squeezes a pass through. DeJesus hangs on the baseline, left it short. Shot was blocked or altered, but he comes up with a loose ball. Three on the way, and down it goes for Banks. Banks with 5. It's 8-4 St. Joe. Daniel whips a pass. Wakefield wide open. 3 on the way. That one's off the mark. Drummond tried to kick to the corner. Steal by Moore. Ahead Morawski, 2-on-1. Morawski, good body control, or was it? They say it was. They'll count the basket and one for the junior Mason Morawski. Able to avoid the charge there. Wasn't sure at first which way they were going to go with that call. Couple changes here for middle. It'll be the sophomore Angelo Panzini along with senior Adam Wabash into the lineup. Wakefield and Daniel getting the breather. Morawski hits the free throw to complete the three-point play. One-point game, 2:27 remaining in the first. Drummond trying to force the issue, and he's fouled on the way up. They'll whistle Panzini for that one. His first, team's first. 2 at the line here for Edwin Drummond. Two for 2 from the line there. He has 5, Banks has 5. St. Joe up by 3. Moore trying to look down low, Perkins. Comes the double. Out to Morawski. Drives, kicks, corner. One more, Panzini now. Mikey Farrow getting set to check into the next whistle for the Panthers. Here's Panzini. Gets the step and rejected. He's met near the rim there by DeJesus. Here come the Wildcats the other way. Drummond, he'll try the 3. That one didn't go. Moore the rebound. Under 2 to play here in the first. Chase Moore ahead. Panzini. Panzini, corner. Morawski, 3 on the way. Down it goes. So Morawski with 6, and we're locked up at 10. Comes the double. And timeout called here by St. Joe. Comes with 1:20 to go in the first, and we're tied at 10. Panther live streams on the Middle Township Athletics YouTube channel, brought to you in part by the Bellevue Tavern in Cape May Courthouse, located at 9 South Main Street in historic downtown Cape May Courthouse. The Bellevue Tavern is open for lunch and dinner, and is also ready to host your next private party. By ULMER'S Appliance Repair. For all of your household appliance repair needs, call ULMER'S Appliance Repair, 609-368-4444. By Corrado Painting. an MTHS alumni owner-operated company with talented long-term employees known for their attention to detail and clean work environment. Since 2009, their courteous and professional painters have been servicing residential and commercial clients in Cape May County. Call 609-602-7807 for further information. St. Joe basketball out of the timeout. Drummond catches, finds Banks, short floater, left it short. Rebound that time by Perkins. Here's Panzini. Farrow into the lineup now. So Panzini, Moore, Farrow, Wabash, Perkins, the 5 on the floor for middle. Wabash gets a touch down low. Skip pass up top, Moore, pump fake, that long stride, hangs, didn't get the roll. The tip out right to the Wildcats. 3-on-2 here. Hill spins and turned it over. Wabash the steal. Good hustle to get back. Panzini ran right into DeJesus. Went off of DeJesus' knee. It'll stay with the Panthers. Moore down the lane, the left-handed layup, no good. Wabash, the offensive rebound, trying to rip it away down there. We're gonna have a jump ball. It'll stay with middle. Moore to Wabash. 25 seconds for the Panthers to work with. We'll see if middle tries to hold for one. Moore holding it up top for now. Down to 15. Moore working against Banks. Down to 10. Moore to his left, kicks to the corner. Farrow will try a 3, short. Panzini, weak side rebound. Put back, no. 2 seconds to go. DeJesus has to get it off at the horn. No good. So a tight first quarter as we're locked at 10 after 1. Why Middle Township High School? Because Middle makes a difference. In the classroom, educators at Middle motivate. When it comes to the arts, our Panthers perform. Middle's Navy cadets take command. On the field and on the court, Middle Township Panthers play to win. Everyone's story is unique at Middle Township. In fact, diversity is our strength. Panthers are prepared for the next steps after high school. Second quarter just underway here in Cape May Courthouse. Tied at 10 after 1. Mike Frankel on the call with you here tonight. St. Joe with the basketball. This is Drummond. Drummond with 5 points. Banks with 5 points in that first quarter for St. Joe. Morawski leading the way right now for the Panthers with 6. Here's Drummond. Dribble handoff, Banks, thought about a 3. Daniel back on the floor for middle. He replaced Perkins during the quarter change. Here comes Farrow in the double. Banks into the corner. Mitchell. Drummond going against Panzini. Floater, left it too strong, gets his own miss. Banks, corner 3. That was contested, but he hit it anyway. Turned around, had a couple things to say to the middle student section as well. St. Joe back up by 3. Daniel working baseline, top of the key. Wabash, near side Panzini, poked away. Morawski able to come up with it. Now some numbers for middle. Morawski weaving, tried to find Daniel in the corner, kind of bounced over, finally got there. Panthers try to settle it down. They'll go to Daniel on the block. Backs his man down, spins, up. No good, but he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Penn Jersey Building Materials is your South Jersey home for concrete and concrete accessories. Penn Jersey offers a variety of products for both the professional and the do-it-yourselfer. Locations throughout New Jersey are easily accessible, and new products are introduced weekly. Visit penn-jersey.net for more information and a list of their locations. First one rolls out there for Daniel. Middle Township live streams also brought to you by 7 Mile Pies, by Haven House, by MENZ Coastline Realty, by Victorious Boutique in Cape May, by Amanda Milstead, Sotheby's International Realty, by Sue White, Hub International Insurance, and by Panthers in Action. A steal here, Morawski comes up with it after 2 missed free throws at the other end. 3-on-2, Morawski, Farrow, tough angle, but Mikey was able to finish. First bucket off of the bench for either team here tonight. Middle within 1. Here comes the double, even the triple team. Panzini with the kick there. Mitchell, doubled, finds Drummond, elbow jumper, off the mark, tipped up into the air. Daniel comes away with it. Gets it to Panzini, looking up, and he's fouled right at midcourt there. That'll be the second team foul already in the period. They get Zakai DeJesus for that one. His first. Farrow with the catch. Works around a screen from Daniel. Morawski corner, pump fake. Mid-range jumper, in and out. Drummond the board. Drummond, pull up 3, short. Morawski got way up to grab that rebound. He's doubled, finds Daniel. Daniel keeping a player on his back, kick to the corner, Boabesh, Panzini, and he walked. Got a little ahead of himself there, some changes here. Wakefield in for middle. And number 4 in for St. Joe. We'll try to clean that up for you at the half. We were not given that player with that jersey number. We'll try to work on getting that information for you. St. Joe with the basketball, up by 1. Comes the double. Wildcats work out of it. Banks. Good box out by Boabesh. Daniel with the rebound ahead to Farrow. Farrow turns on the gas. That shot altered near the rim by Banks, and we go the other way. Near side to Jesus. He'll try the triple. Banks the rebound. This was nearly a 40-point victory for Middle between these teams in December. St. Joe battling, though, tonight on the road, although traveling violation there. A couple starters back in the lineup, Perkins and Moore. Farrow and Wabash to the bench. The look down low, Morawski will go to the line to shoot 2 more. Good feed there from Daniel. Mason leading the way, 6 points so far tonight for Middle. Chance to put the Panthers on top with his trip to the free throw line here. Make it 7 points now. Hill returns to the lineup for St. Joe as Mitchell gets a breather. And Morawski puts Middle on top. He's up to 8 points, and Middle has its first lead since very early on here in the first. Second quarter action now, 4:20 to go before halftime. Banks, nice look down low to Jesus, the easy layup. DeJesus' first bucket of the night. Here's Perkins, he walked. The drive, baseline. Staying in that time, circling around up top, it's Hill. Hill against Perkins, no double for the moment. Wakefield guarding, high post, Drummond. Long possession here for St. Joe. Deep three on the way off the mark. Daniel the rebound. Wakefield, the blow by, hangs, hits. Jaleo Wakefield showing off the athleticism there. Middle back on top by one, approaching 3 minutes to go before halftime. Here comes the double, Moore and Wakefield. Wildcats get through it. Banks will try a corner three. No good. Perkins the rebound. Ahead to Moore, numbers here for the Panthers, 4 on 3. To the corner, Morawski, pump fake, mid-range jumper, good. And timeout is taken by Paul Rodeo and St. Joseph as Middle is on the run. Panthers now up by 3, 18-15, with under 3 to go here in the half. Middle Township Athletics live streams are being brought to you by Victorious Boutique in Cape May, Amanda Milstead, Sotheby's International Realty, Penn Jersey Building Materials, Sue White, Hub International Insurance, and by Panthers in Action. Middle Township leads St. Joseph Academy 18-15. Again, the second meeting of the season between these teams. Middle winning the first one on the road in Hamilton. 68-29 was the final. Back on December 22nd, heading into the holiday break. Talked about a busy week here for the Panthers. A win last night over Mastery of Camden. And then in a couple days, they'll host one of the top teams in South Jersey, Paul VI. That game set for Saturday right here at 1 o'clock. And we'll have the live stream for you. Some three-quarter court pressure. Throwing the Wildcats for a little bit of a loop right now. They do get it across, but now the trap, tough spot there. Tried to throw it off a Middle player, instead just threw it off of a stool. And that's out of bounds, so Middle surprising St. Joe there with the pressure, forcing the turnover. Here's Wakefield. Poked away, looking for Daniel, gets it back. Wakefield, Morawski gets to the elbow, the step through. Didn't have the angle there. Drummond, another rebound. And that time, St. Joe stepping out of bounds. So back-to-back turnovers for the Wildcats. 2:02 remaining until the break. Perkins over to Wakefield. Morawski curling through, catches. Puts the shoulder down, drives, left it short. Daniel the rebound. Finds a cutting Perkins, had it slapped away, then he goes up, and that's going to be goaltending. Couldn't get it over the front of the rim and then hung on the rim to let the ball drop through. And they're going to call a technical foul as well. So not only wipe the 2 off the board for the offensive goaltending, it's a technical foul, and St. Joe will shoot 2. Banks at the line all by himself. He has 9 to lead all scorers. Check that to lead St. Joe. Morawski has 10 at this point. Now he has 10 as well. Farrow back in. Morawski gets a breather. Again, three-quarter court pressure. St. Joe beats it this time. Drummond 3 on the way. And that one, he got the roll. So Drummond now has 8. St. Joe back on top. This one much tighter than the first time around between these teams. Daniel back to the basket. Has the size advantage down there. Spins and finishes. First 2 of the night for the senior transfer. DeJesus quickly back the other way. Got up over Perkins. Perkins came down awkwardly on his knee. He's down behind the play. Farrow goes to check on him. And now we'll stop the action here. So give the 2 to DeJesus. And just an awkward landing that time for Perkins. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back after this. Middle Township Athletics live streams are being brought to you by ULMER'S Appliance Repair, by 7 Mile Pies, by the Bellevue Tavern, by Haven House, by CORRADO Painting, and by MENZ Coastline Realty. Why Middle Township High School? Because Middle makes a difference. In the classroom, educators at Middle motivate. When it comes to the arts, our Panthers perform. Middle's Navy cadets take command. On the field and on the court, Middle Township Panthers play to win. Everyone's story is unique at Middle Township. In fact, diversity is our strength. All right, unfortunately, Perkins had to be helped off the floor behind the one basket. We're back to live play as Chase Moore gets the finish, I should say, in tight. He's got 4. We're tied at 22, under a minute to go here in the half. Perkins being helped to the trainer's table. They're working on him right now. And we got a foul. Just the second team foul of the period against the Panthers. So Middle with some fouls to give in that regard. They'll get Chase Moore for it, his first personal. Hill catches, 35 seconds to work with. Here's Drummond. Wildcats maybe trying to hold for 1. St. Joe already has to be feeling pretty good going into halftime here. DeJesus banks, thought about a 3. He'll shoot the mid-range, and that's an air ball. Farrow the rebound. So now an opportunity for the Panthers. Farrow bumped from behind, no whistle. Down to 8 seconds, 7. Daniel has it. Middle has to get going, down to 5. Wakefield to his left. Rips the pass out, Daniel. Down to 1. And the Panthers, do they get a shot off? They're going to say that would not have counted. So at the break, we are all locked up at 22. Stay with us. Second half still to come from Cape May Courthouse. Middle Township Athletics live streams are being brought to you by Victorious Boutique in Cape May, Amanda Milstead, Sotheby's International Realty, Penn Jersey Building Materials, Sue White Hub International Insurance, and by Panthers in Action. Middle Township Athletics live streams are being brought to you by Victorious Boutique in Cape May, Amanda Milstead, Sotheby's International Realty, Penn Jersey Building Materials, Sue White Hub International Insurance, and by Panthers in Action. Middle Township Athletics live streams are being brought to you by ULMER'S Appliance Repair, by 7 Mile Pies, by the Bellevue Tavern, by Haven House, by Corrado Painting, and by MENZ Coastline Realty.
Middle Township High School.
It's not just 4 years, it's for life.
We are Middle Township.
We are Middle Township.
And we are back, heading into the third quarter of the Middle Township basketball game. I'm Nathan McMaster. On the call for the second half, Mike Frankel on the camera tonight. Here's some scoring wraps for Middle Township. Chase Moore with 4 on the night. Jaleel Wakefield with 4 as well. Mason Morawski leading the team right now with 10. Mikey Farrow with 2 and Alex Daniel with 2. And for the Wildcats, we have Banks with 10. D.A. Zeus with 4 and Drummond with 8. So all tied up heading into the third quarter. Middle Township moving right to left on your screen, and the St. Joe's Wildcats moving left to right. Here's Wakefield now, bring the ball up for the Panthers. Finds Moore. Thought about a 3. He's driving in, tries to find Wakefield in the corner. He takes himself, he drives in, doesn't get it. That ball is recovered by Drummond. Drummond throwing it across. Wakefield gets it. Here's Moore to Daniel. Daniel doesn't get the layup. Morawski almost got it, knocked away by Drummond. So yeah, all tied up through both the periods. First tied up by 10 and now 22 as Wakefield gets the quick layup. Good pass by Chase Moore to find Wakefield open and get the layup. Four shoots that. Rebounded by De Jesus, and he gets the layup. Wakefield to Moore. Now it's Daniel. Daniel in the paint, and he gets the layup. Daniel's got 4 on the night. Wakefield now with the steal. Long pass to Morawski. He saves it, gives it to Moore. Chase Moore with the foul. So Chase Moore goes to the line to shoot free throws. He's at 4 on the night. Yeah, just under a minute left. Just under a minute to go in the third. Again, we don't know who number 4 is on the St. Joe's Wildcats. As Moore hits the first one. Yeah, Perkins still out of the lineup for Middle Township as Chase Moore drains the second one. He's at 6 on the night. Here's Hill bringing it up. They're going to call that foul on Chase Moore. So inbounding is Hill. 6:49 left in the third. Middle Township up by 4. Here we go, man-to-man defense by the Panthers. Rebounded by Morawski, finds Wakefield. Wakefield bringing it up, finds Babash. Almost tipped away by Drummond. Here's Hill. Hill gives it to Drummond, guarded closely by Wakefield. Now it's Banks. Long 3, and it's drained by Hill. That's Chris Hill's first point of the night. And that puts the Wildcats within 1. There's Babash, quick pass to Morawski, and he doesn't get it. Offensive rebound, knocked away by Drummond. Drummond 2-on-1. Quick mid-range, no good. Rebounded by Wakefield. Wakefield, long pass to Moore. Moore gets the and 1. Chase Moore with 8 on the night. And puts the Panthers up by 3. Here comes Angelo Panzini checking in for Mason Morawski. Chase Moore hits it, he's got 9. Moore playing tight defense, gives it to Drummond. Drummond scrambling, gives it to Banks. Banks to Moore. Here's Panzini now. 5 minutes to go in the third. Daniel takes it, finds Moore in the corner for three. No good. Offensive rebound by Daniel, and Daniel gets it. Daniel's got 6 tonight. Drummond, here comes the double. Triple ears Banks. Banks, long pass to DeJesus, and he gets it. Jesus has 8 on the night. Here's Panzini. To Moore. Moore finds Wakefield. Wakefield driving in. Moore, pump fake 3. That's gonna be hit out on Hill, and it's gonna be Middle Township's ball. 4:22 left to go in the third. Middle Township up 33-29. Middle's 5 timeouts left with the Wildcats only having 3. Moore inbounding. Quick pass to Wakefield. He tries the floater. No good. Offensive rebound by Moore. Panzini to Moore, and Moore gets the layup. Chase Moore making an impact the third period. Now here's Hill bringing it up. Here's DeJesus. He tries the layup, and he gets it. It's been pretty much back and forth with Middle Township leading 35-31 as Wakefield gets a tough lay. .35 left in the third. Here's Hill. Long 3 off the iron. Here's Moore with the rebound. He's driving it up, finds Panzini. Panzini tries to layup, and he gets it. Angelo Panzini gets his first points of the night as a timeout is called. We will be back.
Middle Township Athletics live streams are being brought to you by Victorious Boutique in Cape May, Amanda Milstead, Sotheby's International Realty, Penn Jersey Building Materials, Sue White Hub International Insurance, and by Panthers in Action. Middle Township Athletics live streams are being brought to you by ULMER'S Appliance Repair, by 7 Mile Pies, by the Bellevue Tavern, by Haven House, by Corrado Painting, and by MENZ Coastline Realty.
And we are back, getting into the third. Again, I'm Nathan McMaster on the mic. Beside me on the camera, Mike Frankel. We have 3:21 left in the third. Middle Township up 39-31. As Mitchell will inbound to Hill. Here's Drummond. Drummond has 8 on the night. Middle giving him some space. See, here's Mitchell. Now it's DeJesus to Banks. Now Drummond to Hill. Quick pass at Banks. He tries a 3. No good. Rebounded by Morawski. Morawski bringing it up to Panzini. Panzini drives in. No good. And Banks gets the rebound there. Here's Drummond to Banks. Thought about a 3. Mitchell now gets to Drummond. Here's Banks now. He's driving in, and he's going to get fouled on the way up. That foul was on Adam Wabash. Two minutes 4 left to go. That's Caden Banks. Steps to the line to take 2. And he hits the first one. That puts him at 11 on the night, leading the Wildcats. Banks misses it. Rebounded by Daniels. Now it's Wakefield bringing it up for the Panthers. Here's Panzini. To Wabash. He finds Daniels. Daniels with the 3. No good. Rebounded by Morawski. Now it's Wakefield. Got 1:35 left in the third. It's Wakefield finds Wabash to Daniel. Back to Wabash. He tries the floater. No good. He gets his own rebound. Pass to Wakefield. Now Morawski from the top of the key, and he drains it. Mason Morawski with 13 on the night. His Middle Township is up by 10. Here's Drummond now. Gives it to Hill. Now Banks. Banks finds Mitchell. Mitchell's trapped right now. He finds Banks in the corner. Banks, now it's Hill. Under a minute to go, left in the third. It's Wakefield, he gets the steal. Wakefield way passes the defender and he gets the layup. Wakefield's got 10 tonight as there's 35 seconds left in the third. Here's Hill to Banks. Banks tries a contested 3 and he gets it. Banks has 14 on the night. Wakefield has the ball. 8 seconds left. Wabash with the screen. And he's going to get called for that one. And it's going to be the Wildcats' ball with 4.1 to go. Here's Drummond now, guarded closely by Moore. He's got 2 left. Shot off, no good. Middle Township up 44-35 heading into the fourth. And we will be back for that.
Middle Township High School.
It's not just 4 years, it's for life.
We are Middle Township.
We are Middle Township.
Middle Township Athletics live streams are being brought to you by Victorious Boutique in Cape May, Amanda Milstead, Sotheby's International Realty, Penn Jersey Building Materials, Sue White, Hub International Insurance, and by Panthers in Action.
And we are back heading into the fourth again. I'm Nathan McMaster on the mic. Mike Frankel on the camera. Here's Drummond now with the ball. Middle Township up 44-35, kind of pulling away in the third. Here's Drummond now. He tries the mid-range and he drains it. Drummond has 10 on the night. Here's Wabash to Moore. Moore thought about a three. Here's Daniel to Morawski. Morawski driving in, kind of loses it. Drummond gets the steal right there as Drummond brings it up. 2-on-1, no good. Here's Moore. Moore has 3 on him, and it's going to be Middle Township's ball. That foul was on Hill right there. Here's Wakefield now. Daniel to Wabash. Now it's Wakefield. Morawski has it, top of the key. Quick pass to Wabash, now it's Wakefield. Wakefield finds a lane, he tries the mid-range. Off the iron. Fighting for it, here's Moore. Moore ends up with it, quick pass to Wakefield. Finds Daniel wide open in the corner for 3, and he hits it. Alex Daniel has 9 on the night, and it puts the Panthers up by 10. Mikey Farrow to check in for Middle Township as Drummond takes his time with this one. Here's Banks now. Two minutes gone by in the third. Long possession by the Wildcats. Here's Wakefield now, trying to put some more pressure. Looks like the Middle Township bench and Lamar Greer are trying to get something moving. It's extremely long possession for the Wildcats. Drummond out the foul line, he drives in, no good, and there's gonna be a foul called. That foul was on Adam Wabash. Drummond now goes to the line to take 2. I guess this is why that long possession is why there's a petition going on right now to add the shot clock into high school basketball. So Mikey Farrow checks in for Mason Morawski. Farrow with 2 on the night. As Drummond hits the second one. Here's Farrow now in the lane. No good, but that pass is gonna be called out of bounds by St. Joe's, and it's gonna be Middle Township's basketball. Here's Chase Moore inbounding to Farrow. Farrow 2 on him, and he's gonna be fouled. That foul was on Jesus. Moore inbounding again. Finds Farrow. Farrow thought about a 3, finds Moore. Moore also pump fake to Daniel. Daniel, he tries the 3 off the iron. Offensive rebound by Chase Moore, and he gets the foul. Chase Moore's played a big part in this game, getting Middle Township to the lead that they have right now as he hits the first one. 5:03 left, Middle Township up by 10. As Chase Moore hits the second one, he has 13 on the night. As there's a timeout, and we will be back for that. Middle Township up 49-38.
Middle Township Athletics live streams are being brought to you by ULMER'S Appliance Repair. by 7 Mile Pies, by the Bellevue Tavern, by Haven House, by Corrado Painting, and by MENZ Coastline Realty. Middle Township Athletics live streams are being brought to you by Victorious Boutique in Cape May, Amanda Milstead, Sotheby's International Realty, Penn Jersey Building Materials, Sue White Hub International Insurance, and by Panthers in Action.
And we're back after the timeout. Again, I'm Nathan McMaster. And on the camera, Mike Frankel. Middle Township up by 11 right now. And for Middle Township right now, we have Wakefield, Daniels, Wabash, Moore, and Faro. 5:03 left in the fourth. Here's Hill bringing it up for the Wildcats. Hill to Drummond. Drummond now tries the floater, no good. Wakefield with the rebound. Wakefield hustling up for the Panthers. Stomps on the brakes a little bit, finds Moore. Wabash sets the screen, fakes it. Thought about a three, doesn't take it. Here's Daniel now. Drummond almost gets the steal. Here's Banks bringing it up. Now it's Hill. Hill got her closely by Wabash. Now it's Drummond. Here's Hill. He tries a deep three and he gets it. Chris Hill has 6 on the night as Wabash, he gets a layup. That's Adams Wabash's first points of the night with under 4 minutes to go in the fourth. Middle Township up by 10. Here's Banks to Drummond. Here's Hill now. He tries another three. No good off the rim. Here's Moore now bringing it up for the Panthers. Wakefield now with a long pass by Moore. Here's Daniel. Wabash in the corner for 3. No good off the iron. Rebounded by Drummond. Drummond now. DeJesus is blocked by Wabash. And Drummond's going to get the offensive rebound and he's going to get the layup. Edwin Drummond has 13 on the night for the Wildcats. Here's Chase Moore now to Faro. Now it's Wakefield. Wakefield resetting it for the Panthers as time just chips away. Here's Wabash now. Drives in, finds Moore in the corner for 3 off the iron. Offensive rebound. Oh, it hits off of a Wildcat's head as Chase Moore gets fouled on the way up by Drummond. A little bit of a turn of events there as it hits off of Hill's head to give Moore the offensive rebound. So Moore been shut out on free throws today, draining all of them. It's 2 minutes 31 left in the fourth. Middle Township up 51-43. As Moore hits the first one. So some next games for Middle Township. Middle Township will play Paul VI Saturday, 1 p.m. as Chase Moore hits the second one. That's 15 on the night with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Hill. Long three, and he drains it. Santiago drains that one. Here's Drummond now, and he gets fouled on the way up. So it looks like the Wildcats are still trying to make a run here. Being down a good amount as Drummond goes to the line to shoot 2. Drummond misses the first one. As he hits the second one. So Drummond and Banks leading the team with both 14 for the Wildcats. So there's under 2 minutes to go in the fourth. Wakefield now to Wabash. Now it's Daniels and Wakefield. Farrow, he gets a 3 and he drains it. Farrow has 5 on the night. Santiago has it, quick pass to Banks. Almost loses it right there. Here's Drummond. To Hill, very deep 3 off the iron. Offensive rebound by Santiago. He tries to get the layup, no good. Scramble around, Banks ends up with it. Quick pass to Drummond. Drummond, and he gets the floater. Edwin Drummond with 16 on the night, leading the Wildcats. And they're going to call Daniel on the foul there. Santiago kind of fell down right there, and I guess they're going to give it to Alex Daniel. Minute 12 left. Middle Township up 56-49. Santiago inbounding to Hill. Here's Drummond, thought about a 3. Driving in, stuck. Long 3 by Hill, no good. Here's Farrow now, drives in, no good. Rebounded by Hill. Here's Drummond now. Drummond tries to get the lay over Daniel, and he gets it. Timeout called by Lamar Granny. Wants to talk things over. Scoring totals for game. Chase Moore for Middle Township has 15. Jaleel Wakefield with 10. Wabash with 2. Mason Morawski with 13. Angelo Panzini with 2. Mikey Farrow with 5. Alex Daniel with 9. And for the Wildcats, Caden Banks with 14. DeJesus with 10. Hill with 6. Drummond with 18. And Santiago with 3. 5-point game. Coming in 48 seconds left. So still competition and not time to stop scoring yet. We will see what happens. Middle Township and the Wildcats both sticking to the rotation they've had almost this entire fourth quarter. As Wabash now. The Wildcats playing very man-to-man defense here. There's Moore. To Wabash. He's going to be fouled. He will go to the line. Shoot free throws. As the Wildcats have exceeded their limit. 28.3 left in the fourth as Wabash drains it. Misses the second one. 6-point game. This clock winds down. Under 30 to go. Here's Banks driving in. Tries to get the floater. No good. Rebounded by Adam Wabash. He's going to get fouled. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2 more. The Wildcats getting kind of desperate here to stop the clock and get possession back. So there's under 20 to go. Still down by 6. Adam Babash has 3 on the night. As he hits the first one. Puts the lead up to 7. The Wildcats still have 1 timeout left. We'll see if they use it. And Babash drains the second one. He's got 5. Here's Drummond now bringing it up for the Wildcats. Here's Banks to Drummond. Drummond drives in. No good. He gets his own rebound. Goes up. He gets it. There's 4 seconds left. And Middle Township is going to take the win against the St. Joseph Wildcats, 59-53. As Drummond drains that one at the last second. He's got 21 on the night. Middle Township will beat the St. Joseph Wildcats 59-56. A lot closer game than fans might have expected. But some scoring raps for Middle Township. Chase Moore with 16, Jaleel Wakefield with 10, Adam Babash with 5, Mason Morawski 13, Angelo Panzini with 2, Mikey Farrow with 5, Alex Daniel with 9. And for the Wildcats, we have Banks with 14, DeJesus with 10, Hill with 6, Drummond with 21, and Santiago with 3. As for Mike Frankel on the camera, I'm Nathan McMaster. Good night.